Have you ever felt like you're fighting a battle against yourself? Like some ancient, instinctual part of you is just completely at war with the world you actually live in? Well, what if I told you you're not wrong? This is the story of your caveman brain trying to survive in a very, very modern world.
Okay, let's get one thing straight, right out of the gate. The problem isn't that you're weak or lazy or broken. Not at all. It's that the very operating system that ensured our survival for millennia has been hijacked.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? The alarm hasn't even fully gone off, your eyes are still shut, but your hand, it's already moving. It's not reaching for a glass of water or for a weapon to fend off a predator. Nope, it's reaching for that glowing stone right next to your bed. This is the first tiny symptom of the hijack.
So, how in the world did this happen? How did our powerful ancient mind, this thing that got us to the top of the food chain, get so completely overwhelmed? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental mismatch between our programming and our environment.
Think about it. Our brain's reward system was forged in a world of scarcity. To get a reward, food, a mate, status, you had to put in real effort and take real risks. The hunt was hard. But now, the whole equation has been flipped on its head. The reward is instantaneous. Every single swipe, every click delivers a tiny, unearned hit of dopamine. There's no effort, no risk, just this constant, cheap drip of stimulation from a screen.
So yeah, that is what we mean by a hijacked brain. We're running on ancient hardware that was designed for rare, meaningful, hard-won rewards, and it is being absolutely flooded by an infinite supply of cheap, easy hits from a glowing rectangle. Our system just wasn't built for this kind of onslaught. And the scale of this overstimulation, it's just staggering, honestly. In a single hour of scrolling through a feed, our brain gets exposed to more social cues, more potential mates, more rivals, more faces than our ancestors might have seen in their entire lifetime. Our brain is lighting up, thinking we're the most popular person in the tribe, but in reality, we're just sitting alone staring at a screen.
All right, and this brings us to a really core survival tool that's been turned against us: desire. The very thing that was meant to push us forward has now become a trap.
Back in the day, desire was the engine of all progress. That pang of desire for food, it made you hunt. The desire for safety, it made you build a shelter. The desire for a partner, it made you become stronger, smarter, better. It was the fuel that demanded action.
But today, that engine is just stuck. It's stuck in this meaningless loop. We see something on the screen, a perfect body, an amazing vacation, some new gadget. We feel that spike of desire, that want. But instead of leading to action, it just leads to more scrolling and more clicking and more wanting. It's a cycle that goes absolutely nowhere. And here's the real kicker. When that powerful energy of desire is constantly triggered, but never ever resolved through real action, it doesn't just, poof, disappear. It curdles. It turns into a kind of spiritual poison inside our system.
And the symptoms of this poison? Oh, I bet they're going to sound familiar. That persistent lack of energy, even when you've slept enough. That mental fog that makes it impossible to focus. And maybe the most dangerous one, this nagging feeling that real life, with all its challenges and slow progress, is just boring compared to the screen.
This all leads directly to a very, very common modern feeling: a sense of emptiness, a lack of drive, a feeling like the fire inside you has just gone out.
And this is the core reason why. Our environment is saturated, absolutely drowning in fake rewards, these short-term hits that give you zero long-term satisfaction. Meanwhile, the path to real, earned rewards, it just feels too long, too hard to even start. Reality simply can't compete with the highlight reel.
I mean, just look at this contrast. It's brutal. The exact same biological urges that once pushed our ancestors to go out and hunt, to train their bodies, to grow and improve, are now channeled into scrolling, sitting, and stagnating. The hardware's the same, but the output, man, it's just tragically different.
And that's why we can have everything we technically need: food in the fridge, a roof over our head, total physical safety, and still feel this profound, deep sense of emptiness. It's not a material problem. It's a deficit of meaningful struggle and earned reward. Our spirit is basically starving.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's a big one, right? It's systemic. But, and this is a big but, there is a way out. There is a way to reclaim that power and to relight that fire inside. The solution isn't complicated, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's not about finding a better app or some new productivity hack. It's about subtraction. You have to cut off the supply of the cheap rewards. You have to starve the screen.
So the process, the hunt, begins with 3 steps. First, you physically put the phone down, create actual distance. Second, you step outside, you change your environment. And third, and listen, this is the most important part, you have to let yourself feel the boredom. Let that desire for a quick hit burn without satisfying it. You have to let it hurt a little.
And that feeling, that restlessness, that boredom, that craving you feel when you put the phone down, that's not a withdrawal symptom you need to avoid. That is your power returning. It's your ancient engine of desire sputtering back to life, desperately looking for a real-world task to sink its teeth into. It's a sign of healing.
And when you allow that power to wake up, when you sit with that discomfort, something incredible starts to happen. That restless energy finds a real outlet. You start to move. You start to take action on all those things you've been putting off. You start to hunt for real rewards, to build real things. You actually start to live a life of engagement instead of just passive consumption. So, we'll end with this. The diagnosis is clear, and the prescription is simple, though definitely not easy. The power that you feel like you've been missing, it hasn't vanished. It's just been hijacked by a system it was never designed for. The real question is, once you finally put that glowing stone down and let your true power wake up, what are you going to build?